Welcome to Executive Intuition, the Decisive Leader Pull. This is your pause before strategy, a moment to get grounded, get clear, and get aligned. I pull one card to model intuitive decision-making, not predictions, but reflections that sharpen your thinking. Let's see what today's energy is revealing about your next move. Today's executive intuition is for leaders standing at the edge of expansion. Not because you're stuck, not because you lack ambition, but because you can actually see what's next. And that visibility is demanding a different level of clarity. This poll is about foresight, new horizons in your career, and the quiet pressure that comes with knowing more responsibility, influence, or authority is available. Clarity is the real leadership currency, and today's insight shows you where you may be underusing it or hesitating to spend it fully. January's energy is led by the Three of Wands. This is the card of foresight and expansion. It appears when you've already done the hard part. You've already built something solid, and now your leadership is being asked to extend its range. In practical terms, this can show up as new horizons in your career, choosing between paths that both carry weight, a sense that your current role no longer contains your full capacity. But the Three of Wands doesn't rush. It surveys. It says, you don't need to push harder. You need to look farther. And yet, many leaders feel an unexpected tension here, feeling ready for expansion while quietly pretending there's no room to maneuver. The Three of Wands and January show us the power of fire energy, the driven achiever, the hero archetype. And fire is about vision, movement, and momentum. But fire without clarity burns energy instead of building legacy. The Three of Wands represents fire at its most mature. Direction without urgency, confidence without force, and expansion that's guided by perspective and not pressure. Here's where leaders often misread this moment. You may feel mentally split about which direction to take, cautious under the guise of being responsible, or a pull to delay the choice even though you already know what aligns and what doesn't. This isn't indecision. It's the strain of holding two futures at once. The leadership mask at play here is the driven achiever, the hero who's capable, powerful, and highly functional, but also prone to overriding their intuition in favor of control. So this month, the Three of Wands asks a sharper question. What do you already know? And why are you hesitating to trust it? Here's a truth that most high-performing leaders don't hear. If you can see the horizon, clarity is already available. What's missing isn't data, it's permission. Permission to stop managing the tension. Permission to stop rehearsing every outcome. Permission to lead from internal authority instead of external validation. Softness here isn't weakness, it's strategic accuracy, because nothing wastes your leadership currency faster than delaying a decision you already understand. So let's pause for a moment and notice how much mental energy goes into holding the decision open. That effort costs you clarity. Mental spaciousness is a luxury state, and effective leaders protect it. So remember, your stillness is not passive. It's actually how leaders sharpen their judgment. One quiet pause, taken seriously, can outperform a week of overthinking. Clarity doesn't come from adding effort, it comes from subtracting the noise. So I'd love for you to reflect on these questions as you move through January and as you connect with this optimistic and open Three of Wands energy. What future role, path, or expansion do I already see but haven't fully named? Where am I confusing neutrality with wisdom? What belief would I need to release to choose cleanly? So before you make your next major decision this month and moving forward in 2026, ask yourself, if clarity is my leadership currency, where am I underspending it? And then ask, what becomes obvious when I trust my internal authority? This is how effort and impact return to balance. So January's insight is simple. You don't lack direction. You're standing at the edge of it. Command doesn't require strain. It requires alignment. And if this insight supported your leadership, subscribe to support this channel. Share this with a leader who needs clarity right now, and comment below on how this is showing up for you in 2026. Because your clarity is leverage, so use it well. And I'll see you in the next Executive Intuition poll.